Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I need to tell you this story. In my first introduction to sociology course in undergrad, my professor said something that shook my whole world. I had just come from an all Black environment, Black schools, elementary, middle school, high school. I think maybe there were two white kids in each of those schools. Um, I saw the world the way I saw the world. I went to a predominantly Black church. No, it was all Black church. There were no white people at my church. There was a Black Jesus on the wall. Jesus was Black. God was Black. Everything was Black. The music, the sound, the everything. It was the 70s. It was Black and it was proud. We were young, gifted, and Black. And my professor said, man created God in his own image. And I was like, wait, what? Not my God, not my Jesus. No, not my Trinity. No, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You show me the Holy Spirit. You show me. I was like, mm-mm. And for the rest of that month and probably that year, I pondered that. And I was a, God-fearing, loving, Pentecostal, serving Jesus till the day I die, ain't gonna take me nothing from a journey now. But I pondered it and I wondered, how true could this possibly be? And then, of course, I was in college in a predominantly white space and invited to white churches and places and spaces and temples and I started to see people's reflection of God that was not the one that I had. And the interesting thing was, I didn't think they were wrong. I thought, oh, poor things, they need something to look like them. It's just, it's just so funny. By the time I let go of any images of a human deity, and it was probably not very long after that, it it created a lot of ruckus in the minds of folks. But what was amazing to me was I did not decide that he was wrong. I didn't decide that folks with a white Jesus was wrong. I didn't decide that my church with a Black Jesus was wrong. I decided that there was room for all of those ideas and all of those things and all of this. And it was this opening that allowed me to see more. Where am I going with this? Um, I try my best not to refute, and I hope this doesn't come off as a refutation, but maybe a response and an and. I shared a story about going to a restaurant that was vegan raw, and that they had a menu about parasites, and the guy was trying to teach people how to love eating healthy by showing them what was wrong with the way they were doing it. And one of the commenters said, tell people how to use their voice to defend this country. We are many voices in this one nation. We are many representations of this one God. And, I think my response was, I do it every day. And if I were to really break down for this commenter, that as a Black woman, what aspects would I be defending? And what aspects would I be wanting to get rid of? And in me wanting to get rid of those things, would it eliminate you? All I do is share my stories with the knowledge that we are neurologically wired for narrative, and that in me sharing my stories, it opens up a pathway in you to share your stories with your own self first. I need the stories of others to know that everybody's Jesus ain't black. I need to see outside of my world to even know what my own world looks like. I need the reflection, the mirroring, the love of one another to know that, your God is looking awfully like Greek mythology to me. And that me telling you how to use your voice rather than showing you how I'm using mine is me saying you have to worship the way I worship and you have to see it the way I see it. Someone used one of my posts about, us loving and seeing all of us as worthy as a way to negate the worthiness of LGBTQIA people. We all have a voice. We all have a creativity. And rather than use what someone else's platform for your agenda, how about we create our own platforms and we create our own voices and we share them all because we are many voices in one nation with many ways to see what we believe in. And I constantly remind myself that believe means I don't know it all. I just know the lens through which I see. I know I'm going a little bit deep this Monday. But as my mother would say, what I eat won't make you go to the bathroom. And yes, she said it much more colorfully than that. I love that my professor said what he said all those years ago, that man created God in their own image, in their own likeness, in their own way. And it's not until we begin to shed our own way, our own ego, our own tall white man with a long beard pointing down from the sky telling you how bad you are, or my black Jesus sitting lovingly with a lily white sheep next to him, until we shed all of our stuff and say, what if the sky is bigger than I can see? What if your version of your you reflects you so much that you want to do better? What if the two-headed something, I don't know. I do know that what I love, what I serve, and what I try to reflect and what I try to be should be evidence in the fruit, not just my words, not just my refutations, not just my screaming loudly on somebody else's soapbox. We are all called to this moment, and it will take every voice to be heard, to be seen, to be known, that we are all a part of this nation, this great experiment that's making it more and more a place for all of us in this one nation, this one experiment, this one thing. Allah we or none of we. I love you.